Hey guys, it's Zoe and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I am going to share with you guys my all-time holy grail best 5 top cushions. Now before we get started, I will admit I am a little biased since it is the colder seasons. I do realize I have more dewier types or moisturizing type cushions, but I already did a video where I showed you guys some of the best cushions for the summer if you guys want to check that out. So yeah, let's go. Starting from number 5, I have this Misa Conceal Vitalising Tension Pact, and I have in the shade number 1. This I think I had actually done a whole review video about it and I absolutely loved it. And I actually don't mind the packaging. I know a lot of people complain about how like old and tacky this looks, but I personally don't mind it at all. But anyways, this is definitely a moisturizing type of cushion. It's also a tension type, so it does give you a good amount of coverage, covers up your pores, and just gives you that really nice healthy glow. Now I will admit, I think last year when I used this, my skin it was oilier than it is this year. I think this year it's definitely becoming a bit more drier, but even last year when I had really oily skin, I remember just loving this because it didn't get messy with my oil in terms of like the longevity, and it just gave a really beautiful finish to my skin. So with a little bit of powder, this definitely did the trick. And I think Misa, Pew, their tension packs are kind of similar. Of course, they're from the same company, but I do enjoy their tension packs in general. The shade I have is number 1. Number 1 is from 13 to 21 shade, and then number 2 of this Conceal Pact is I guess 23, because they targeted this to kind of older woman or mature woman. Their shade isn't like crazy bright. The downside of this cushion is that it is pretty expensive considering it does not come with a refill. So yeah, definitely one of my favorite cushions to reach out for. Number 4 is my current go-to, and this is the Hera UV Mist Cushion Cover, SPF 50, PA+, and I have the shade C21. Now I think in terms of like the quality itself, this does deserve a higher rank. However, just because I haven't been using this as long as the other cushions, I did give it a number 4. But if you want that right in your face, bam, glass skin or glazed skin, this is the cushion to go for. It feels like you have a film, like a really dewy film over your skin. So it's definitely more than just a moisturizing cushion. And what I was surprised about was that despite it being really moisturizing and dewy, it actually had a decent amount of coverage and also longevity. I'm sorry guys, they are doing construction out there. So as I was saying, I remember trying it out in the summer, and even though it was a bit overwhelming and heavy to use in the hot humid weather, I remember it having a pretty decent longevity on my really oily and sweaty skin. I guess the only downside of this cushion is that it did kind of seem to dry up in my drier areas. So as I told you guys, in the colder seasons, my U-zone, my cheek and my chin, like this part, it gets really dry. And I've just noticed that this just becomes really dry with the skin. So I feel like if you have really extremely dry skin, this might not do its job for you in terms of like the longevity. Initially, it does give you that really nice glow, but as time goes by. Yeah, so I guess that might be its downside, but overall, I just love this cushion. And whenever I wear this, people are always asking me, what have you applied to your face? So yeah, this is definitely one of the cushions that I've just been crazy about. Number 3 on this list is definitely the Pew Wonder Tension Packs. And I do think one of the reasons why this is getting its high rank above the other cushions is its affordable price. It is such an affordable cushion. I believe it's 15,000 won, less than 15,000 won in Korea. So that is really affordable. And I think that compared to what you're paying, the quality is actually really good. So like I said, I feel like the Misa tension packs and like the Pew tension packs, they're kind of similar. Apart from the renewed version of the Misa tension packs, I do not like that one at all. But the older versions and like the Conceal one and the Wonder tension packs, they work so well on my skin. The Wonder tension packs in general have really decent coverage and they just cover up the pores really well. I will say that their formulas aren't the lightest and they don't really give you that refreshing feel. And I know some people who don't like tension packs in general, and that's one of the reasons. Like, they find it a bit suffocating on the skin, I guess, because it is a bit more heavier. But for me, definitely I like to use a light hand when I use these, and they just work so well on my skin. And what I also love about the Wonder tension packs is that they have different formula types. So the one that I have is moist type, and I feel like this one is the most suitable for combination skin in this type of weather. But they also have the ample version and also the high coverage, the intense coverage version. So you can definitely choose according to your skin type. I think that's really great. But yeah, excellent cushion. Alright, number 2 is this Moonshot Micro Setting Fit Cushion. Oh my gosh, guys. This is the cushion for me to use in the summer. This is probably the best matte summer cushion for me to use ever. I actually dedicated a whole video raving about this cushion, so if you guys want to know more about this cushion in detail, like the coverage, how it applies, everything, definitely check that video out. I haven't come across a cushion that does a better job for me in the summer than this one does. So what this cushion does is basically, so it's a matte cushion, obviously. It has really high coverage, definitely build it up. And what the formula does is that it basically kind of fixates and kind of dries up and forms a layer on top so that it doesn't budge at all. So actually, after a long day, after you've applied this, if you like scratch yourself or you peel it off, you can see that it kind of comes out as pieces. So you can definitely see like the technology working there. It has definitely set itself. And I think for me in the summer, that is the best way to go because I do sweat so much on my face and I do get really oily then. So now the only downside of this cushion is that how do you say that? 양이 너무 적어요. Is that there's such little product in this cushion. So this one only lasted me a month and it doesn't come with a refill. It's not an affordable cushion, I think. So yeah, that is the only downside. But despite that, this is definitely a cushion that I will 100% be repurchasing next year for the summer. Now with that being said, those with drier skin will definitely feel this to be dry, obviously. Even with those with normal skin, I feel like it's going to be drying. But if you have oily skin, if you sweat a lot, if you live somewhere humid and you just want your makeup to last all day, I highly recommend this cushion. Yeah. Before I show you guys my ultimate favorite cushion, I just want to do an honorary mention of this Clio Kill Cover Conceal cushion. And the reason why this is an honorary mention is because they don't make it anymore. I know that was a very sad day. They have discontinued it because they renewed it. And I actually also dedicated a whole video comparing like the renewed version and like the old version because I did not think that renewed version did the old version justice. I think they should have just stuck with the old formula and maybe just revamped the packaging. But that's Clio's choice. But anyways, yeah, I just absolutely love this cushion. It has high coverage, it is matte, it stays on all day. It was definitely one of my go-tos in the summer as well. So if you're also looking for a matte, I just realized that I can't recommend you guys this cushion because they don't make it anymore. But I have noticed that they still sell this in like the international platforms like South Korea, Yes Style, Beauty Tap, etc, etc. So if you guys can get your hands on this, make sure you do it fast and quick before it runs out of stock. However, if you're looking for a cushion that gives you a nice refined finish, like a very professional airbrush finish, this isn't for you. This is definitely for those who are looking for a high coverage, long lasting and matte finish, sorry. So yeah, bear that in mind, and obviously I definitely recommend this to those with oily skin. So yeah, this was an honorary mention, teardrop. And my ultimate favorite cushion, my holy grail of all times, is the 정샘물 Essential Skin Nourishing Cushion. I feel like you guys already saw that coming. I mentioned this multiple times on my Chanel. This cushion is like no other. This is also my current go-to as well. This is definitely my holy grail, especially for the colder seasons. This gives you such an amazing finish, like that really Korean celebrity finish, and it's quite different to the hera one. This gives you that obvious like glazed, dewy, as if you're gonna drip with water kind of glowy look. This one is definitely on the subtle side, like you're radiating the glow within from your skin, so it's definitely more on the subtle side. And when it mixes in in with my and when it mixes in with my sebum, it does give you more of that more intense glow, so I do need to powder it up. It definitely has buildable coverage. It settles really nicely on your skin, just really glides on top. So as for the missha one or the Pure one, you definitely kind of get that, it doesn't really glide on. You can definitely feel that there's a bit of, thickness to the formula. With this one, it's definitely nowhere suffocating or heavy at all. It really just seems to go on really pleasantly and gives you that really airbrushed finish as well. And I love the tone or the shade as well. This does have a yellow base tone, which just looks really natural on my skin, and it really does look like my skin, like I was born with that skin tone. Now the only downside to this cushion is that you really have to watch the amount that you put on. If you go heavy-handed or if you apply a bit too much, it will look messy in terms of the longevity. I guess after 4 hours it does seem to get a little messy. I mean, this obviously applies to most cushion types or even foundations, but this one in particular, you have to be really careful. But apart from that, this is such an amazing, beautiful cushion, so I highly recommend this. I wish this was more available worldwide, but I know that they have their own website, so definitely check it out. The version I have is just the skin knitted cushion. I know they came out with a longer version, like the long wear version. I haven't tried that one out, but yeah, this is definitely my favorite of all times. Yay! So that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, most of these cushions were a bit more dewier, more moisturizing, but next year I will definitely come back with my favorite cushions to wear in the summer. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram @_SueBeauty, and I'll see you guys in my next. Ciao! So I think this cushion is, as I was saying,